Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. So today I'm going to do part 2 of the best extreme max lux to make, even if you had all of the impossibles as max lux. And yeah, so I have a few categories here. The first category is Slayer max lux, and then so yeah, I'll show you a Slayer max lux that would be useful even after you finish the impossibles. And the first one here is Astaroth Ascension, and she is Beast Slayer L. And yeah, this is very specialized, this type of Slayer. It only works on mobs. There's maybe one boss that I can think of that is a beast. But yeah, the little guys, the wolves, the gas masks, the snakes, you know, those type of guys, Astaroth will do 2.5 times the damage to. And then, yeah, she's got a whole bunch of homing shots, and then a strike shot, that is the explosion strike shot, so that does a lot of damage. And yeah, she is particularly good for the Dragon Gem quests, because there's a lot of those buffaloes that move around and then summon guys. And then also, probably every New Year's Day, there's going to be a limited time extreme quest where the boss is a beast, just because they're all of the animals from the Zodiac. Last year it was Eris, and then the coming year it's going to be the monkey girl. I forget her name. But yeah, Astaroth is going to be good at least once a year for that purpose. Alrighty, hopefully I can finish her max luck by the time the next New Year's comes around. Alright, and then the next Slayer that I recommend is Okita Solji Evolution. And she is a Pierce with a Mech Slayer L, and she is very, very powerful against robot bosses. And then her strike shot is pretty insane. It's like Hatcher level damage, her strike shot. And it only takes 16 turns to charge up. So yeah, she's another that I recommend. Next up is, there he is, Titanium Ascension, and he is a Pierce with a Demon Slayer M, and there are demons all over the place, mobs and bosses, and yeah, he was very helpful for me in the Herald stages when we were making the Jack Max Lux, and then I used him to make the max look of a Mist as well, and then he is very usable in the current Cubida quest as well, so yeah, this guy's pretty awesome. Alright, so that's Titanium Ascension, and then the final Slayer that I recommend is Key here. She has Deity Slayer L, she's got ridiculous stats, and a super strong strike shot. And she's usable in a number of impossible quests. There's a lot of deity impossible bosses, so you can definitely use her there. And yeah, those are my 4 picks for the Slayers Max Lux that I recommend. But you could make almost any Slayer Max Lux and then get some use out of it, for sure. There's also like Felmain and Nurarihyun. And yeah, all of those guys, they all have like a Slayer M or higher. And yeah, if you're in the mood, you could definitely get a lot of use out of them. Alrighty. And then, yeah, the next category of extreme max lux that I recommend are the ones that have a good strike shot. So I will introduce this guy first. This is a Fox Metal. And then his strike shot is great because it's the one where he creates the area that he surges around, same as Marishten. And you can do hit stops with Fox Metal with the strike shot. So that's why I recommend him, even after you complete all of the impossible max lux. And then places where you can use his hit stop strike shot would be like floor 31 of the Tower of Champions, and also in the Izanami impossible quest, among others. So yeah, he's very good for that. And you can use either version, the Evolution or the Ascension. The Evolution has a Blast Bomb combo, which is of course great support. And then the Ascension here has the Poison, which also makes him great for floor 25 of the Tower of Champions. Alrighty. And then the other one with the really good strike shot is PCG Ascension. And he's the only drop monster with the null everything strike shot. So really you could take him to any quest that's not fire if you're in a certain mood. And yeah, he's also got Demon Slayer M, which is great on lots of bosses and mobs. Alrighty, so those are the two guys that I recommend for their strike shots. And then next are a few guys with kind of a double null ability. And then this guy I talked about last time in my other recommended Max Lux video. But I thought I would talk about her again, just to highlight her as probably the best red null damage wall Max Lux available to us right now. And yeah, it's because of the double null. She's also got flight, and so she's very good for Marishten, but a lot of other stages as well. So yeah. And then yeah, looking ahead at the future other impossible monsters that are coming out, still none of them have that combination of bounce, flight, and null damage wall. So yeah, Garbo will be useful for a very long time. Alright, another character that has a good double null is... where is he? There he is. Is Tengu. And then here too you could do either the Ascension or the Evolution. And yeah, just based on looking ahead at the future of the impossible monsters coming out, none of them will be a bounce, flight, null gravity barrier. One will be a pierce, flight, null gravity barrier, but yeah, the bounce is still not covered, so Tengu will also keep his usability for a long time. And yeah, he's one of the top recommended drop monsters for floor 32 of the Tower of Champions. So yeah, he'd be good for that. And then the final double null monster I would recommend is Typhon Evolution. He's got flight and null gravity barrier, and he's got some other things too. He's got the Fiend Slayer, and then also the one-way laser, and then a meteor strike shot which stuns. So yeah, we just got the Chainbound Jack. He is also a flight with no gravity barrier, but he's a pierce. And so yeah, Typhon here would fulfill a different role. He's great in Akala because he can do that pinch shot. And yeah, his double null ability and all those other abilities. So yeah, Typhon will also be usable for a very long time. Alrighty. And then the final Max Lux that I recommend, even after you finish all of the impossible Max Lux, is for her bump combo, and that is Satellite Evolution. And yeah, I did say this in my kind of monster review of Satellite, but she's sort of a go anywhere Max Lux, because she's simply just a damage source that just sits there, and then other guys hit her to get her one-way laser out. But yeah, she will be great until you make the Max Lux of Babel Evolution. And yeah, a lot of people are going to go for Babel Ascension first anyway. And then a lot of people maybe will never make the Max Lux of Babel just because it's such a high hurdle to get over. So yeah, if you wanted to pass on the Babel Evolution Max Lux, you can get the Satellite Evolution here instead, and get the same effect. And yeah, so those are my 10, I believe it was. Yeah, those are my 10 picks for the top extreme Max Lux to have after you make all the impossible Max Lux, part 2. Alrighty, thanks for watching. We'll see you again. Take care.